Morning, everybody. It's Dr. Kenton Wakes Up. I'm Dr. Kenton. I gotta set one thing up. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Getting better. All right, here we are. Today is Wednesday, April the 2nd, 2025. If you weren't captured, if you weren't caught out as an April Fool yesterday, count yourself lucky. In the cup today is Signature Select Kona Blend, but I didn't make it in the perk today. I made it in a drip. And boy, it's tasty. Oh, good stuff. Today is Wednesday. Ordinarily, Wednesday is a day that I would stay home, but today I have to go to Towson for various reasons with an S at the end. I've got well, quite a few things I need to get done, and I feel like I need to do them from my office rather than from home. So I'm gonna be once I record this, I'm gonna jump in the shower, and it's 7:30 right now, so probably by 9 I will be on the road, um, and then probably home for dinner time, packing a lunch. Okay, Wednesday. I didn't have anything that stuck out to me on my list. You know what? I'm nervous. At least one of the other. I'm nervous about this because it just seems too good to be true. I'm going to do one more call in to the jury hotline. Call ended. There's a part of me that thinks that any device in the Apple ecosystem that's recording at a given time will disable the ability of another device in the ecosystem from recording. Anyway, it'll be fine. I will call later. Um, yeah. So just trying to stay straight, keep it together. Yesterday, let me just for let me what's happening? What is happening? All right, I got some good news, national news wise yesterday. Who am I going to rely on to tell me the truth today? Let's try AP News. Just want to see some election results. All right, so the Supreme Court election in Wisconsin, Democrat won. Val Kilmer died. Cory Booker ended a 25-hour filibuster or speech, I guess they want to call it. There's a okay, so it's not not different than when I went to sleep last night. The thing is, yesterday I had an opportunity to look into something that I thought was inconsistent. That is, I believe that my dean had sent an email announcing that there was good news, and I'm pretty sure that was in the subject line, good news, and that in the good news there was a new announcement about a grant or federal something or other that had originally been canceled, that had been the decision had been reversed. All right. And then I went to a meeting where the university president said 100% opposite that. So I went in and tried to find a email, any email with the subject line good news or with words in the headline or the subject line that said good news, and there was none. So then I asked my buddies, hey, last week, do you remember getting an email from the dean, explaining that a grant decision had been reversed? Neither of them, neither of them claimed to remember seeing any such thing. So the only alternative left to me then is to believe or to accept that I might have had a vivid dream about it. So, that says a couple of things about me. Number one, I'm having vivid dreams about work, about a grant that has very little to do with me. Well, at least I'm having vivid dreams. I also had to, well, I gave some advice to a friend. Um, Generally, when the accessibility office contacts a teacher, the nature of the conversation is here's a letter outlining the things you must do to accommodate a student's learning needs. Things like provide extra time for projects, provide extra time when taking exams. This person needs a person to transcribe the lecture for them. This person, things like that. And my my friend had gotten a letter from the support office, but my friend was told to sign it and return it. And in this letter, the instructor is obligated to provide a mechanism whereby the student can become a massive distraction. Things like student must be allowed to eat snacks during class, must be allowed to interact with their phone, must be allowed to make noises, um, et cetera, et cetera. And I said to my friend, perhaps unhelpfully, I know this about myself. Sometimes my hard line on things makes other people uncomfortable. I get it. Said, that's not generally how the letters from that office go. Generally, the letter says you must do X, Y, Z because the student has documented necessities. And this time it wasn't that way. And so my friend gave me some additional details where they had called the office and asked, what's this about? And the comment from the person on the phone was the university has to protect itself. And my friend said, well, who's going to protect me? And I suggested that my friend make contact with the supervisor of the office, explain the whole situation, and ask to have it explained why this situation is different than all the others, where the support office dictates what's going to happen and that the dictum comes from like a doctor's note or a psychiatric evaluation or a psychologist's recommendation, whatever the case is. There's no negotiation with the instructor. The instructor receives a letter that says you must do. And why this case is different. It's very strange to me. Um, And so I suggested to push back a little, make them explain why this situation is so different, expecting things that are not what I would consider, and I'm not a psychologist, but I have studied learning for a long time, and having access to snacks and the ability to distract other people around you is not necessarily a need for somebody to be able to learn better or learn on a par with a person who's not facing certain learning challenges. So this is what I'm trying to say. It's very odd. Very odd. So anyway, today is Wednesday. And I said earlier it's April 2nd, and in my cup is Signature Select Kona Blend made in the drip. Delicious. Well, I hope you have a great day. Today's hump day. Oh boy. I need to can't forget to wish my friend a happy hump day. All right. That's pretty much it. I hope you have a great day. And if you see me, say, hey, it looks like you washed your hair and combed it. All right. Love you. Bye.